All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. And today things are going to get a little weird.
A little weird, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. AI is popping up in the strangest places, and we're going to talk about it.
Sounds fun. Let's do it.
Yeah. So we got three really fascinating things we're going to look at today.
Okay.
An Australian ferry,
Right.
a data center in Utah,
Huh.
and the LA Times opinion section.
Wow. What do those three things possibly have in common?
I don't know, but we're going to find out. And I think it'll be really revealing about where AI is headed.
Yeah, it's kind of like AI is playing this big game of hide and seek right now.
Yeah, it is.
It's popping up in these places you just wouldn't expect, and then once you start to see it,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, wow, it's everywhere.
It really is. So let's start off with the Australian ferry. This one's pretty cool.
Right.
Imagine like a ferry, just a regular ferry going back and forth.
Yeah.
But this one's got a secret weapon. It's a robot, and it's called the Hullbot.
Okay, now, before you imagine like a robot captain steering this thing around. Let me clarify. The Hullbot is actually an underwater cleaning robot.
Oh.
And it's designed to tackle something called marine biofouling.
Okay, I got to ask, what is marine biofouling, and like, why should I care about this?
So it's basically this buildup of organisms, you
Yeah.
know, algae, barnacles, all that kind of slimy stuff
Yeah.
that grows on the hull of a ship, and you should care because it creates drag, which means the ship needs to use way more fuel to get around.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And get this, they saw a 13% reduction in fuel consumption just by keeping the hull clean with this robot.
That's huge, 13%. I mean, that's less pollution. It's lower costs for the ferry operator.
Exactly.
I mean, this is a big deal, but is this like a one-off thing, or is this AI-powered cleaning tech? Are we going to see this on like cargo ships and stuff?
I think we are. I mean, if you think about it, biofouling costs the global shipping industry billions of dollars every year.
Wow.
So this tech has a lot of potential. And it's not just about saving money. It's about, the environmental impact of shipping is huge. So anything we can do to reduce that is a good thing.
Yeah, so it's like AI is becoming this, secret weapon in the fight against climate change, which is pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Okay, so from the depths of the ocean, now we're heading to the desert.
All right.
Picture this, a sprawling data center in Utah, 100 acres.
Wow.
Uses enough power for 175,000 homes. It's like a city dedicated to AI. It's wild.
It really goes to show you how much computing power you need to make this AI revolution happen.
Yeah.
These data centers, they're like the brains behind everything. They process this massive amount of data that AI needs to learn and evolve.
Yeah. I'm really trying to wrap my head around the scale of this thing, like the number you threw out earlier.
Yeah.
Like a $2 billion investment. That's no joke.
Yeah, it really shows you how much faith these investors have in the future of AI.
Right.
This isn't just some passing trend. It's here to stay, and it's going to transform so many different industries.
Yeah, absolutely. But I imagine with like any large scale project like that, there's got to be some questions about, sustainability, environmental impact, all that stuff.
Oh, for sure. I mean, finding ways to power these massive data centers with renewable energy, that's a big challenge. And it's essential if we want to see AI grow in a sustainable way.
Right. Yeah, it's got to be part of the solution, not just adding to the problem. Right?
Exactly.
Okay, so final stop on our little AI tour here. And this one I did not see coming.
Right.
The opinion section of the LA Times.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So the LA Times is using an AI system. It's called Insights.
Mm-hmm.
And they're using this to classify opinion pieces on the political spectrum.
Interesting.
So the AI reads the article and then slaps a label on it, like left, center, left, all that stuff.
Okay, so it's trying to figure out where the author's coming from politically.
Yeah, exactly. And I imagine this is pretty controversial, right? Like, can you really sum up like a writer's entire political stance based on one article?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what about nuance and the complexity of like how we actually think?
Right, you're hitting on a really key point there. The goal here isn't to, put people in boxes or to oversimplify anything.
Right.
It's about giving the reader more context and information to work with.
Okay.
It's about transparency, helping people understand, the full picture of what they're reading.
So it's more about adding to the conversation than like making judgments.
Exactly. It's like offering readers another lens to view this opinion piece through.
I gotcha. Okay, so we've seen AI cleaning ships, powering data centers, and now it's like adding this extra layer to like how we understand opinions.
Yeah.
This is crazy. I mean, it really shows you how far-reaching AI is, and like it's evolving so fast.
And this is still so early in the game. The journey is just beginning.
Yeah.
As you start to see AI in more and more parts of your life, take a second to think about what it means.
Yeah.
How is this going to affect your world?
It's a good question.
the possibilities are really endless. And I think the answer is, well, those are still being written.
That is a good point to end on. Everybody go out there, find some AI,
Yeah.
think about it, come back and tell us what you found.
Exactly.
See you next time for another deep dive.